You know, everyone wants that perfect, lush green lawn, but actually getting there, it can feel like a really frustrating trade-off. It seems like it's either this long, patchy waiting game or a seriously expensive instant fix. But what if there was another way? Let's dive into a pretty cool modern solution that's really changing the game for homeowners.
So the real question is this, right? Is it even possible to get that dream lawn without either completely breaking the bank or waiting an entire season for seeds to maybe fill in? Well, the answer is a definite yes. And it all comes down to a method that strikes this brilliant balance between speed, quality, and importantly, cost.
For years, you've really only had two choices. On one hand, you've got traditional seeding. Sure, it's affordable, but man, is it slow. It often gives you patchy spots, and just one heavy rain can literally wash all your hard work away. On the other hand, there's sod. And yeah, it gives you an instant lawn, which is awesome, but it is so expensive, and the grass can sometimes suffer from transplant shock when it's trying to get used to your yard's soil.
So here's what we're going to break down in this explainer. First, we'll ask if hydroseeding is truly the best of both worlds. Then we'll get into exactly what it is. We'll walk through the step-by-step process for getting it right, cover what to expect with the timeline, cost, and care, and finally, we'll help you figure out if it's the right choice for you. Okay, let's jump right into our first section. Hydroseeding is getting super popular, and honestly for good reason. People are starting to see it as this true middle ground solution that kind of grabs the best parts of both seeding and sod, but gets rid of a lot of their biggest problems. So what's all the buzz about? Well, it really comes down to a few key benefits. We're talking about a solution that's way more cost-effective than sod, gives you much better, more even coverage than just throwing seed down by hand, and it actually helps build a healthier, stronger lawn right from the start. You add in faster results and amazing erosion control, and you can see why it's a favorite for everything from backyards to big golf courses.
And let's just pause on the cost for a second because this is a huge deal for most people. We're talking about saving anywhere from 50 to 80% compared to what you'd spend laying sod. I mean, for anyone with a decent-sized area to cover, that is a massive, game-changing difference to your budget.
But how does it look so good? Well, because the seed is mixed into this nutrient-rich slurry and then sprayed on perfectly evenly, you just don't get those patchy spots that are so common with dry seeding. And you totally avoid those ugly seams you always see between rolls of sod. The result is just this seamless, thick, uniform carpet of green. All right, that brings us to our next big question. We've talked up the benefits, but what is this stuff? You know, people see this bright green goo being sprayed all over the ground and they're just like, what is going on here? So let's deconstruct it. This definition from VR Tech Global just nails it. See, it's not just about spreading seed. It's about creating this perfect all-in-one little ecosystem for that seed to really thrive. It holds the soil in place, it keeps moisture right where the seeds need it, and it gives them a nutrient-packed head start. I love this analogy. Think of the slurry as a lawn smoothie. It's this perfectly balanced mix. You've got your grass seed, and you can even get a custom blend for your specific climate. Then there's mulch, which protects the seeds and holds water like a sponge. Fertilizer is mixed right in to kickstart that early growth. Water is just the carrier that holds it all together. And for hilly areas, they add a tackifier. It's basically a natural glue that makes the whole mix stick to the ground so it doesn't wash away. So we know what's in the mix, but how does it actually all come together? Knowing the what is one thing, but the success of any hydroseeding job lives or dies by the preparation. This isn't some magic spray you can just put on any old surface. The prep work you do beforehand is absolutely essential. Think of this slide as your blueprint for success. First, the area has to be totally cleared. We're talking weeds, rocks, all of it. Then, you've got to amend the soil with some good topsoil and compost to make a rich base. It's so important to till that new stuff into the soil you already have. After that, you grade the whole area for good drainage, test your sprinklers to make sure they cover everything, and then you mark your boundaries. Seriously, don't skip a single one of these steps. And it all comes down to this simple idea right here. All that hard work you put in up front, it pays off for years and years. You do the prep work right one time, and you set your lawn up for long-term success. It really is the foundation for everything else. So, the ground is all prepped, the green slurry is down. What happens next? This next part is all about managing expectations and really understanding the timeline, the budget, and the crucial care your new lawn is going to need to thrive. This timeline is so key to know. You'll start seeing the first little signs of life, those tiny green shoots, in about 1 to 2 weeks. By week 3 or 4, it'll start to look like a real lawn as it all fills in. In about 2 months, it should be thick and pretty well established. And then by that 3 to 6 month mark, bam, you've got a fully mature, durable lawn. It's not instant like sod, but it is way, way faster than traditional seeding.
Now for the budget, for a pretty big suburban lawn, say 10,000 square feet, you're probably looking at a range of about $500 to $800. If you scale that up to half an acre, it's about double that. This is where those savings really start to become obvious, because sodding these same areas could easily cost you thousands of dollars more.
Okay, aftercare. This part is absolutely non-negotiable. For the first 2 weeks, the ground has to stay consistently moist. That means light watering 2 or 3 times every single day. You'll do your first mow when the grass gets to be about 3 to 4 inches tall, and this is a big one. You have to keep all foot traffic off the lawn for the first month. Give those little roots a chance to get established. Finally, a follow-up fertilizer around week 4 gives it the next boost to food it needs.
Okay, we've covered what it is, how it works, what to expect, which brings us to the final and probably the most important question. Based on everything we've talked about, is hydroseeding the right solution for your yard?
Let's just lay it all out on the table. The pros are really strong. It's that perfect sweet spot between cost and speed. It gives you that beautiful, uniform look. It's fantastic for tricky slopes, and it helps grow a healthier lawn for the long haul. But you have to consider the cons. It needs a ton of water at the beginning. Doing it yourself is a lot more complicated than just seeding, and a huge downpour in the first few days can still cause some problems. And you gotta remember, it's fast, but it's not instant.
So, in the end, it all comes down to this. Take a good look at your own yard, at your budget, and think about how quickly you really want to see results. If you have a big area, a sloped property, or you just want a really high-quality lawn for a fraction of what sod would cost, hydroseeding might just be the perfect answer you've been looking for. The decision is